Hi, I am back, and I know I missed posting last week. No excuse, to be honest. No excuse. But I promise I'm going to make up for it this week. So let's go ahead and get started. Again. My name is Simone Smith, and I am the, founder of SSS Life and Ministry. The foundation of SSS Life and Ministry is to partner with Christian ministries to help them understand how to, really understand, accept, and walk with the LGBTQ community, and really just kind of show in the Bible how this is actually our calling and not something we have to shape the Bible around just to make it seem like this is what Jesus wanted. Trust me, Jesus wanted to move towards people who most people move away from. So are we doing that? That's really the question behind it. So this video is going to cover last week's post and this week's post. For the last two, I've been talking about a great video that I believe is called The Art of Listening by Scott Pearce. It was a TED Talk, absolutely phenomenal. I highly suggest listening to it. But I took it and I kind of ran with it in talking about the difference between truth and reality. So let's keep running, shall we? All right. So here's the thing: truth exists. A lot of people want to talk about how what's true for you is not true for me. That's BS. Okay, there is such thing as truth, but there is also such thing as realities. And though there are truths where it's either right or it's wrong, that's it. It doesn't matter who you are. There's also realities, whereas we all as individuals have our own realities. And so there are certain things that are true in one reality that are not true in another reality. An example of a truth in regards to reality is when I say the statement, "It is unsafe for me to walk outside at night by myself." As a woman, plus as a woman who is Black, that is a true statement. However, if you are maybe of a different gender or even a different race or even in a different town, in a different city with a different upbringing, that may or may not be true for you. But that doesn't mean it's not true for me. So that's an example of how something can be true and not true at the same time. However, the fact that gravity exists, that's either right or it's wrong. And oh my God, don't argue with me on that, please, okay? But that's what I'm talking about. There's a difference. But when it comes to religion, go ahead and get your pitchforks out now, because I'm about to say it. There is such thing as a true religion. And I know there's like this thought of acceptance where it's like, oh, your religion is true for you and not for me. It doesn't really work that way, but here's why. They contradict each other, and they can't all be right and all be wrong at the same time, depending on who you are. However, there is such a thing as, in reality, your religion works well for your lifestyle. That's the truth. Now, here's the truth. What I believe is the truth, not truth of my reality, but the truth. But what I also understand is that as a human being who's able to think logically, is either I'm right or I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. You could be completely wrong. The truth of the matter is, we won't know until the very end, will we? So either I'm up there like, told y'all, or I'm up there like, dang, I missed that one by a landslide. Landslide? Whatever. Truth is, there is a right and a wrong. But instead of me going around with a sign saying that what I believe is true and what you believe is wrong, thinking that that's going to change you in some way, instead I decide to accept your reality. I decide to accept all those things that have led you to where you are now. And because of that, I can still love you where you are, even if you don't change and even if it contradicts what I believe. As a Christian, this permeates anything and everything. Permeates race, gender, sexuality, lifestyle, any of those things. And so, guys, please understand that whether or not you are right about your truth, your reality does not negate or affirm someone else's. It is our choice to sit and look at someone who is living completely different than what we understand and say, you know what, that's not mine, but it's still real. It's still you. It's still something that you have to live in every single day. And instead of trying to reshape you to fit me, I let you be who I am, understanding that I let you be who you are, understanding that who you are does not change the truth, and who you are fits within the truth, the big truth, the high truth. It's complicated and it's not at the same time. You understand that there is such thing as what is right and what is wrong, but you also understand the variations of how that right and wrong look to different people. There is truth, there is reality. We live in realities, and we love in realities. And the truth does not bend for anyone, not for me, not for you, but it accepts everybody. Toodles.